Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Indianapolis Colts and the Baltimore Ravens.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Eason off the play fake. And his first pass is incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
First down, Indianapolis.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 48-yard line. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And this is incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines. But now it'll be third down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. From the gun is Eason. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Jackson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Back to Brown, this time complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Steps away to his left. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That catch good for only a couple.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
Midfield for the 49-yard.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
And 5.
They go play action now. Jackson forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Darius Leonard able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run. A 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Eason. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far, and 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Play action, it's Eason. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
The ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Tyus Bowser. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Third and long.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Colts 3, Ravens nothing.
They go play action with Eason. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a fourth down now.
Fourth down.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. Badgley able to punch this one through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first two possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are still in search of their first points of the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
20-yard line.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Again, Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
10 yards on the pickup.
From the gun, it's Jackson, and that'll be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And less than a yard.
He may try and run for this. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
It's a gain of 20.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to Taylor on 1st down. Down to about the 22 here. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Ravens 22.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Colts add on to their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet, or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
It worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl.
Darius Leonard on the tackle. It's a gain of 7.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Just enough to get the 1st down there with a 1-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 35.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline, and
after the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
10 at the 20-yard line.
And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Play action. It's Jackson. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on first down. From the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards. Buying time to his left. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again, Jackson. That's complete to his running back, Evans.
Jackson.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze the throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
The Colts ball carrier.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
Brings up 2nd.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Eason. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
18 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Eason. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. That's tough there, starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
And I was just about to remark how controlled the game they were here in this third quarter, but that return for 6 points, we now have a game again.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead down to 3 at 13-10. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Matt Judon able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Operating from the gun, Eason. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Complete. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. He's going to run again. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a 1st down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game defensively. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Ravens have taken the lead. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st down, Colts.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's tackled.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
First down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Complete.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Brought down.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. Second down, here's Eason. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown.
Michael back.
2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Colts 20. Ravens 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. They'll roll him out right. Deep ball for Goodwin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Here's Eason off the play fake. Campbell making the catch. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. They'll throw on 1st down with Eason. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
1st and 10, Taylor now. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He's brought down at
the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the 1st.
And a Colts 1st down.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Devin McCourty brings him down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
First down, Indianapolis.
They run with Taylor. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.